Want you a movie later. Yo, peace, love, and creativity to all the creative natives. It's your brother Jalahi checking back in with you guys on this Warrior Wednesday. It's Creative Knowledge Live, baby, and it's no better place to be on this Warrior Wednesday than in this building. We got a deep topic for you guys about raising the vibration, which can equal raising your consciousness, which can ultimately lead to us raising up our community family. So I'm gonna let my brothers introduce themselves, and then we're gonna, of course, get to the video of the day first, and then we're gonna start the build. Natives, go ahead to my brother Green Minds. Introduce yourself, my brother.
Appreciate the invite, bro. My name is John. You can follow me on Instagram, green_mind47, and just pay attention to some things that I post. But something that I do just for a living. I'm a financial professional. Um, but yeah, go ahead.
How about you, my brother Vales, man? It's my cousin, y'all. My brother, first time on the platform, on the panel too, man. So it's up. It's definitely up.
Yeah, my name Vales, that guy. You hear me? Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Vales, that guy. Yeah, I'm just here.
Yes,
Listen,
sir. Yes, sir.
like, you know what I'm saying? Just gain some knowledge. You hear me?
You hear me? On my life. You hear me? So now we gonna rock out, man. Y'all gonna check out the video of the day while we finish getting set up, and we gonna come back, get it started, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all coming in. Subscribe to the channel. Follow these two brothers on Instagram, Facebook, all the social media platforms. Family, we really posting positive content over there. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling stressed, hey, click on one of our pages. I guarantee you're gonna smile. Your mood is gonna be awakened. So much love, man. Y'all know what that means. Knew it was coming. Had to wait. Yeah, vibing the Connie son, but I'm really my mommy's son. Since the black top, I have black ops like a zombie hunt. Stuffing dead niggas in the woods, this a zombie blunt. Straight stoner, I'm a loner, just like Gandhi was. Networking with the builders, nigga sign me up. Anyone can catch this fade like we lined him up. HD clarity, the way my diamonds cut. I'm an all-star like I got buy-in jugs. Nah, nigga, I'm not lost, I'm just trying stuff. I'm really creating art like Adolf Tuck. You would think we had a spot or get that weight off us. Ready for any team, this our playoff push. In it to win it like the Lakers. Wacko like Baylor. Chrome heart stitch, I got it fitted like it's Taylor. Watching the morning sunrise, Roy Ayers. Light on my feet, but I ain't hanging with the mayor. Told my girl she better like games, cause I'm a player. But that's a lemonade, mixing Henny with lemonade. I been made 100,000, y'all niggas business late. I'm on the way to that meal, that's a business play. Keep the real, kill the fake. State Farm, I got the real estate. My niggas are men in black, cause we keep out 10 in waste. And we'll come and peel his face. Killing, ayy. Yeah, shout out K.
You niggas chicken like tenders. Keep a double trigger, I'm Michael Jack in this thriller. That mean I'm bad, your human nature is sad. When she throw that ass, I'm a wide receiver like Chad. Model bitch got big titties and ass. Drinking out the bottle, not putting shit in the glass. So why you mad? You throw a tantrum in class? Cause you been trash, you put the garbage in bags. I might spaz, but keep it smoother than jazz. And we have good chemistry in the lab. Cause these jabs be putting niggas to nap. So relax, we run it like 3 laps. No Andre, but I'm drumming for these stacks. I'm hungry, I need craft. Yes, the cheese, I believe you would probably burn in my degrees. I'm too hot, I'm smoking out of this earth, blowing no moon rock. Revolutionary like Huey Freeman on the boondocks. If time is money, I move clocks. Hit it from the back, I grab her ankles like crew socks. Barrel on the gun longer than the tube sock. I keep a hammer in this toolbox. Got some shit to leave you too shocked. Bandana on, I'm Tupac. Like Tomb Raider, got 2 Glocks. Oh my God.
Yes, sir, man. Hope y'all enjoyed those bars, man. Just a song for the bars, man, for real. Shout out my brother AK, man. Just saying podcast, Separate Sounds Music Group. They doing their thing, man. Go check them out. But let's get started. Let's get into the knowledge, family. Raising thy vibration, raising your vibration, raising the collective vibration of our people can raise our consciousness, which ultimately can raise up the community. This is not just for the Black community. Of course, you know, my platform, I do speak to the Black community, but, you know, all walks of life are welcome to this type of knowledge because, again, it has to do with self. This is completely about, you know, your desires, your beliefs, and what you define as successful in life, family. So with that being said, raising your vibration is a deep topic because I feel lots of Afro folks, Black folks, whatever you want to call them, are very insular to anything outside of the programming of society or, you know, like, for instance, you know, race, war, economics, media, entertainment. We're only absorbed with that type of knowledge. A lot of people do not focus on self-knowledge. Which is the ultimate curriculum of Earth, family. The curriculum of Earth has to do with a few domains. We have like 5 to 6 to 7 domains, which is you have to conquer the animal domain. You have to master the plant domain. You have to master the spiritual domain. Of course, the physical domain. And then, of course, the etheric domain, which is the non-physical, which is you finally tapping into that godhood, family. So, we have to kind of look at life from a different lens. We have to start looking at life from a different perspective. We have to allow self to unlearn and learn new things about itself. So when I'm speaking on vibrations, we have to understand, let me pull up a picture for you guys while I'm talking. We have to understand that vibrations is the natural it is natural to life. It is innate to life, family. Vibration and frequencies is how everything exists. It's just different frequencies are moving so fast or so rapid or they're so conjuncted together that we're able to see the physical manifestation of it all the time. We don't see what's in the darkness or what sits behind these physical things. This mouse is made up of particles. This mouse is made up of vibrational particles, family. Your body, this physical skin, on the inside of this skin, working in darkness, like God, working in that invisible realm, that is the true you, or that is the vibration, that is the frequency that you're on. So the great Nikola Tesla spoke and said, we should start looking at each other, not only each other, but this earth, our family members, our tribe, everything in terms of energy. We should start looking at each other in terms of energy. So this will kind of explain why your vibe is your tribe. Whatever vibe you seem to be on, you should try your best to stay around that vibe or stay tuned into that specific frequency. You want to always elevate yourself to a certain frequency where you're inviting others of your tribe into your life, because it can get lonely on certain vibrations. When you're moving in motions, these sine waves have to keep going, family. The sine wave have to keep going. So you can just be one wave, but other people help continue the wave. So with your frequency, if we look at each other in terms of energy and frequency, I guarantee you will cut a lot of niggas off, because you would start, you ever been around some niggas and you just feel like, damn, bro, energy, y'all, or it's draining you when you come around.
That shit is real, natives. It's very real. That energy is real. Frequency is the true you. That is your light body. That is your crystalline body. All right. So raising your vibration can in turn help you raise your frequency. So some people are stuck in a low frequency right now because you have, again, the color spectrum is basically the frequency chart. So I can show you guys, if you give me a second, let me pull up a picture for you. If I show you guys a picture of, let me see. I need a for sure picture of like vibrations right now. I need a picture of the crystalline body. So give me 1 second, natives. 1 second. Stop screen share. Screen share. I gotta do the Chrome tab. Google. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Y'all see my screen? Let me know if y'all can see my screen. John, y'all see my screen, Brody?
No, I don't see it.
Let me see. Let me make sure. Share. All right, look at this. Y'all see this, right?
Yeah, it's loading up.
Yeah, it's low.
We gonna go deep, y'all. We diving deep, man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, natives. Hit that like button. Y'all share this. Facebook, Insta is loaded up.
It looked like you're still bluffering, like moving in a circle.
Damn,
There you go, right there.
There you go. All right. So yeah, if you take a look, this is how our bodies truly look, natives. Look at this Merkaba shape right here. So this is your aura surrounding your body. And this is you in the center. You are always in the center of everything. If you have two eyes, but the real eye is your third eye, which is hidden in darkness. So the real you is always in darkness. That's the energetic you. So we're talking energy today, native. Stay with me. Stay deep. Stay thinking deep. We're looking at things from a different perspective. All right. So this is your crystalline light body. Now, as you see, this is called the Merkaba because this is a fully blossomed aura. Again, your energy. So you have a spectrum of light where you start from low to high. Now, if you're thinking in terms of low frequencies, natives, then you'll be drained all the time. You'll always be thinking negatively. You know what I mean? You probably won't be vibratorily attracting success or positivity into your life by thinking negative, and investing in negative content or indulging in negative activities, different things of that nature. But you can raise your vibration by moving up that light spectrum, moving up that energy spectrum to start to blossom almost like a flower. You're growing and you raise your vibration through your pranic tube and your Shushunas, those two snakes that everyone wants us to hate. That's your energetic signature there to rise up, family. That is why in the Bible speaks of Jesus rising up. That was symbolic to us rising up to our true light body. That's why they said Christ is the way, he's the light, correct? Did the Bible not speak of how Jesus is the light? They weren't talking about the man. They were talking about how he raised his consciousness from thinking on a low level, from eating meat, from indulging in lust and sin, to raising up. He had to die. He had to be crucified, which was just meet itself at his crossroads, natives. Man, I hope I'm not diving too deep. So I do want to kind of pause right there on going, over deep right now. I'm gonna add my brother True as well to the panel, but I do want to move on with the topic. So y'all kind of get what I'm saying about what vibration is, right? Am I making it clear on what vibration or frequency is and how it correlates to your true self or your true body.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, true.
All right, cool. So like the concept of hold on real quick. Hold on.
If y'all understand that our body, so we got to kind of understand that our body naturally heals itself, family. And that comes from you raising your vibration or having a high vibrational frequency already. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
when we allow ourselves to live in a high vibrational environment, i.e., a high vibrational mind, of course, it starts with you thinking correctly, then in turn, again, you can reach your light body or your Christ body. But we'll get into Jesus Christ and what the true Christ energy was as well. I want to kind of let the brothers build on the first question that I have when I asked the question, but I did just want to drive home the point of, are you guys getting what energy is, or what is your take on energy and how it moves or how it transitions from low to high?
yeah. I hear what you're saying about energy and how it how you can move your universe around with the way you think, your actions and your intentions. And the only way that things really move for you is if you move in with the right intentions, align with the right thoughts. Because a lot of times people are moving with the wrong intentions, with the right intent. Like they're doing the right things, but for the wrong reasons, right? But when you align yourself with the right things, that's when the world move for you. And that's kind of why I look at it. Like energy is energy is basically what you put out there. You know, it's kind of how you carry yourself and what you do. You like your actions are your energy. That's kind of what way I look at it. You know, if you're a procrastinator and you complain about being held back in life, then you have procrastinating energy. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to learn a new skill, but you're not putting any time into that new skill and complaining why you about, then you're wasting your own time. So like, you gotta have intentional. You gotta have good intentional energy. Basically, I guess that's what I'm trying to
Agreed.
say.
Agreed. I agree with that. Good point.
Facts.
Good point. Good point.
No, I just adding on to what you were saying earlier, like quoting. I had that written in my notes when you was quoting Nikola Tesla, but he was saying like if you want to find a secrets to the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibrations. Like your energy is based upon the thoughts that you have, the people that you're surrounded by, and the food that you intake. Because that these are all the things that's actually um, causing you to act a certain way. So when you put things in your body, it's causing your body to act a certain way. It's causing your mind to think a certain way. So if that's low vibrational food, that will put your whole energy in a low vibrational mindset or low vibrational state. But if you're eating high vibrational food that's connected with the sun, so the sun that's giving off the energy. When you eat food like that, it's putting yourself in a higher vibration, a higher consciousness. A higher consciousness and I would say when it comes down to consciousness, you gain consciousness by always seeking wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Once you seek those things, it's you're gaining awareness, and once you gain awareness, that's when you start activating in that Christ consciousness that people speak upon, that higher consciousness people talk about, opening up that third eye and activating in your crown chakra and things of that such. But yeah, like when it comes down to that, like that's what your energy is actually based upon. The things that you're surrounded around, your environment is definitely important when it comes down to influencing your energy and where your energy actually is at that moment. The vibes that you're getting from other people's minds and feelings, the food that you also intake, and also just your personal vibration and how you moving and how you feeling at that time, and what True was speaking upon where your mind actually is, where your intention actually is. That's what your energy is based upon.
Yeah, so
I
like
want to add
so
on. Oh, go ahead, True.
hold on real quick.
I'm gonna add on to that, John, because I want to 100% agree with you, especially with the intent thing, because um, success is always deliberate, family. Like success is always, you don't just mistakenly fall into success unless, in this society some people can. So I don't want to necessarily say that's the implicit truth, but we have to understand that everything in life or everything righteous in life is done deliberately or with intent. You have to move with intent and put your attention. See, there's one that has the in, which means what you intend to do. But you also have to be focused, like have your attention, at the place that you intend to be as well. So that's where the mind and body connection comes in, family. So we have to understand that's why we have to raise up our light. We have to understand this is holistic health. This is why we have to raise up our vibration. This is why, like John mentioned, we have to eat high vibrational foods. This is why you have to drink more water. This is why you have to get out in the sun. This is why you have to get back to nature, because the world is throwing lots of low vibrational things at us right now. See, we are ruled by our emotions in this society right now, natives. I don't think y'all hearing me. We are ruled by our emotions in this society. That's why they want to keep dropping Takeoff died, or they want to talk about the Kanye, the Kyrie thing. They want to get into, especially black folks, because we're the most emotional. So they want to get into our emotions. They want to get us intended to attend into their media or their entertainment. They don't want you intentionally or focusing your attention on your inner body or your inner self. See, the whole goal is to get you to look somewhere else except within. That's why religions exist. That's why schools exist. That's why everything exists, is to get you to look outside of yourself for help instead of within, natives.
That's
You
a
know what I
fact.
mean? So we got to kind of understand that, and we got to understand that everything in today's society is aiding in some sort of our addiction, because we're addicted to our emotions, but they're playing on our emotions, so they're playing with our addictions. All right. So niggas always talking about I'm fighting demons, and well, niggas ain't really fighting demons, bro. Niggas be fighting their addictions, bro. Niggas be fighting lust, bro. Niggas be fighting being lazy, like True said, not being a go-getter, not being purposeful.
Yeah.
People be fighting, you know what I'm
Being
saying?
wasteful. Being
Being who?
wasteful because being
Wasteful.
wasteful.
You hear me?
Like when you're not moving with the tensions, you wasting your time and you wasting your energy. Cause like we all a man dies twice, right? Once he realized he actually can die and when he actually dies. And really a third time when the last person thinks of you, right? The last thought, that's when you man died three times. My bad. So the point is that while you're here, you realize that depth. Like when I, one thing that happened to me when I hit 30 was, well, not even 30. When my dad died, I was like, the left side of my face was messed up. Like it was all like I couldn't even move my face or nothing for like a week, right? Because I let that relationship, because my own pride, right? I was like, I don't never talk to this nigga. Fuck him. Like I'm gonna let him see what I'm doing, and he know that he can't beat me. And I was right about that, but at the same time, I couldn't get on I couldn't get past myself to forgive him for myself, because talking about energy, right? Forgiveness is the release of negative energy.
I wish I had the sound booth, man. I'd drop a bomb.
That that that's
Grateful.
what forgiveness is, man. The thing is, we don't forgive ourselves enough. And the thing is that if you move with better energy, then you can stop apologizing. If you know that is wrong, then don't do the wrong thing. You have to do the right thing. Doing the right thing is hard, but that's how doors open.
Yeah.
It is by number one forgiving your past self, right? Mistakes you made, right? Then forgiving the people that transgressed against you. Everybody, including yourself, because we betray ourselves just as much as people betray us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I sit here and I tell people, like, if you're trying to change yourself and intentionally do it, you gotta start from within. You can't live from you gotta move in your own drum. You gotta be your own person. You gotta be original. You can't copycat everything everybody is doing. It should only be one you.
Yeah.
And
Like
I
you born a
I
winner,
wanna
literally. One more thing and I'll be quiet. You're born a winner, right? Like
hey,
you're born a
Green
winner.
Man gotta go in on that real quick after
It
this.
was it was a bunch of intentional, right? Like one egg got fertilized, one sperm made it. You actually beat the odds already.
For
Why
sure.
not keep beating the odds? You already winning. You already up. You alive.
Exactly. Listen to
You
him.
already
Listen
up.
to him.
You
Listen
born
to
a
That's
him.
like
winner.
Listen
Everybody
to him.
born a champion. Every year you born, a kid is born, somebody won a championship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. And
But
look,
that's
like
in the
what
spiritual realm. And I do want to let Vales go. So I'm gonna let Vales go, and then Green Man, I want you to say your sentiments on that. You know what I mean? So yep, go ahead, Vales.
so basically like we gotta learn like basically like we can't prove ourselves to people. We have to like improve ourselves. Like you can't just I'm finna show them that I can do this, this and that. Like you can't show them what you finna do. You gotta prove yourself. Like you gotta improve yourself. You hear me? Like you can't just go off what other people think about you. Like far as energy, like your energy is your energy. It ain't nobody else's. You just gotta improve yourself.
I agree. I agree. Thank you for that, brother. Go ahead, Green Man.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just want to add on what True was saying when he was talking about you was born a winner. He was kind of touching on the idea of just law of attraction. Like for you to attract anything in this life, you have to put yourself on that vibration, or you not gonna manifest the things that you want to manifest. It'll just be a thought in your mind that, oh, I wanna accomplish this, but if you don't put yourself on a vibration that, first of all, that you were born a winner and that you're worthy of what you're asking for, because most people, when they come up with things in their mind, first of all, that what deters them from that idea is them feeling as though that they're not worthy of this. They have so many thoughts that deter them from actually going forth and manifesting that idea that the universe had produced in your mind. Apparently it was given to you for a reason. It was given to you for you to actually try to accomplish that goal and see it manifest in your real life. You were born a winner. Like you have to. It's law of attraction. You have to put yourself on that vibration and feel like you are worthy for it to even come your way.
I agree. And that's why I want to mention, see, because this is where I want y'all to go deeper into it, because this has a lot to do with just health in general. And we all know that, um, again, I never like to diminish the black community and talk about what we're not. And I spelled that wrong. Why y'all ain't say nothing? Hold on. But I don't like to diminish the black community, but we all know that we are leading the world in comorbidities, which is having more than one disease at a time, or we're our leading cause of death besides us killing each other is heart disease, heart failure, kidney disease, different type of cancers, different things like that. And your emotions, your vibes, your frequency is tied into your health, because you have a chakra system, which is your energetic body. You have your Merkaba, which is your light body. And then you have your physical body, which is your organs, like, you know, your kidney, your, you know what I'm saying, your bladder, lungs, pancreas, heart. You know, you have your physical, but all of these are part of the same system. All right. So they all are together and they're working together in harmony. But when we ignore the spiritual and we're so physical, guess what? You're going to be stuck in that low vibration. So you have a lower mind and a higher mind, a lower body and a higher body. And what you want to do is raise it up. See, what the world did was trick us into hating the snake, which I told y'all, they tricked us into hating ourselves. So the word coon, black folks hate being called coon, but the symbolic meaning of coon, if you look at the etymology of coon, it comes from the root word Kuun, which is kundalini energy from the ancient Sanskrit time. So right now they got us wanting to never be coons, but back in the day in our ancient societies, we were coons because we were the first to raise up the kundalini. We always wanted to raise up our kundalini, our Sushumna, through the pranic tube to reach our light body, to get to the third eye, to get to the crown chakra, and to ultimately reach heaven. Let me show you guys the example of this. Show you guys an example. We're gonna go deep. We're gonna go deep today. I told you guys. Let me get the kundalini pulled up. So this is the snake that they all want you to hate. This is the naga or the nigga. They hate that you nigga. We didn't care about being called nigger like that. That didn't mean shit to us because we are the real naga. I know y'all heard of this science, which just means the cobra in ancient times, which is the symbol of kundalini power. And the reason why our ancients depicted the serpents as the kundalini power, because you have a left side, a right side, and then you have the pranic tube. So if you look in at this, this is how you zoom in. Let's see. If you look in at this image here, man, you can't even see that shit. Fuck it. Let me see if I got a better pic. Yeah, look at this pic. If you take a look, he's raising this kundalini energy from his lower self, which means he's probably moving up from hate. He's probably moving up from anger. He's probably moving up from fear. He's cleansing his organs and his body of all of those toxic lower frequency energies, and he's raising up to his heart chakra of love, or to his throat chakra of communication and thoughts and articulation. It's probably raising up to his third eye of visions. And like my brother John Green used to say, being a visionary. Those are higher frequencies, family. So us as black folks, we got to get out of wanting to be the tough guy, the hater all the time, the most angry. We can still be defensive. We can still be powerful without being angry. See, the best warriors are never angry. You know what I mean? So you have to understand that. Use some of your organs to eliminate these toxins from your body. So you want to cleanse your liver if you're feeling angry. You want to cleanse your kidney. Stop drinking so much if you're feeling fear. You know what I mean? If you're full of fear, it's most likely a kidney issue. And if you go through life being stuck with fears, I guarantee when you get older, you're going to have kidney issues. These are all tied into certain energies. Each part of our body is connected to a color, word, music note, a food, an organ. I'm telling y'all, this shit goes deep, man. This shit goes real deep. So, man, I just wanted to definitely build on that part. Wanted to bring in the pictures with it so you guys can see where the Kundalini energy comes from, and where they're trying to make us think backwards, where they're trying to give us these baleful energies towards what was our original knowledge, natives. Okay, so I want to ask the question, man. My first question to the panel, bro, is definitely going to be, what is higher consciousness to you guys? What is thinking better, and how can you, what are 2 steps to thinking better? So when you reach higher, or when you're on your way to higher consciousness on an everyday level, what steps should you want to take? I'll start with the brother Vales.
Well, for one, You want to make sure like you're like focused on you and focused on everything like that you have to build for yourself that's gonna make you stronger and make your mind stronger. Because as they say, the mind is a powerful weapon. And to be wise, like your mind, you have to use it. Like that's the most important tool in the body. So if you don't use your mind, then like it's no point. Like you can't do anything if you're not thinking.
I agree. I agree. I agree. And what about higher consciousness? What do you define higher consciousness as in your realm?
Like higher consciousness, like basically like staying focused and staying on track. Like don't just say you're gonna do something and you don't do it. You do something that's way below that, or just don't do it at all. Like you just got to stay focused on doing what you say you're gonna do and say what you mean what you say.
Because words are very important. I agree with that, brother. Appreciate that, man. Go ahead, Green Man.
Yes, sir. I would say to the first question, when it comes down to how do you gain higher consciousness, I would say always be in love with seeking truth. Like when I say that, when I say God, I believe it's God is consciousness, but you can't say that you love God and hate the truth. Like, so always be on the path of seeking truth. Like that's you being on a route to higher consciousness. And higher consciousness, to my definition, is just just yeah, like seeking that higher power, knowing that you are enough, and that you're on the journey of becoming better. That's you being on that journey of higher consciousness in my eyes.
I like that. I like that. I like that. That was powerful. Thank you for that, buddy. Go ahead, Drew.
So the question is how do you think better? 2 steps to thinking better. Depend on what you're thinking about, because it can be different. It can be different types of thinking for different types of solutions, right? And this is kind of what we like as black men is thinking things from different angles, right? How do you handle disrespect with lethal intention? Like I have to take care of that because you disrespecting me, right? So that's where we come into what how to think on a higher conscience. In order for you to trade in order for you to let go of something, you have to also trade something in, right? So when you trade in anger, you're giving up giving up forceful thinking, because you ever try to force a circle into a square and it didn't fit. It's not supposed to be like that, right? But for some reason, when you take that same circle and put it in the circle, it locks. It locks into place. It goes through, right? And it's intentional. It's supposed to be like that. So the way to think is to think beyond yourself. Like you have to have things to think about. You can't just think. You have to have things, children, your wife, your family, your wealth, if that's important to you. You know, getting free of whatever you want to be free of, right? Because there are self demons. Like every demon, like the whole point of God was to bring order to what we could not explain, right? We didn't know why the world spent, how we got years or months or anything like that. We just thought God just did it and that was it. But kind of find out we're not that important. We're an anomaly, right? So God he has a very sick sense of humor, right? We think there's other anomalies out there, but we're not sure. So the whole point of like looking for a higher consciousness, God is calm, like in the storm. That's what God is. Like no matter how rocky it is, that's what God has to be. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my opinion. I think God has to be used as calm. Like doesn't need everything doesn't need to be explained or laid out for you. Sometimes you gotta move in faith and with good intention, and hopefully the world aligns for you. Sometimes it's not. A lot of times they won't align, but you come back with that wisdom, you try it again. So I mean, that's to me, wisdom is higher conscious. That's to me. Like when you get wisdom through experience, is you can't be just given wisdom. You have to earn wisdom, right? And wisdom is learning from other people's mistakes. My mama did this, so I'm not doing that. My dad did this, so I'm not doing that. I tried this didn't work, so let me try like this. Oh, it works. This doesn't work, but this can work. See, you can only learn from failing. Failing is true wisdom. You have to be a student. You have to go through the repetitions. That's the point that I'm making. Like God is repetition. God is calm. God is wisdom. Like that's what God is. God is faith. That's what God has to be. That's the only way you can do anything in this world is having faith, some hope. That's just me.
The funny thing you just said, like living in faith though, like it's only two places you can live in this life. You can only live in either what you was talking about, faith or fear, and you can't be on either side. It's either you living in faith or you living in fear. You living in faith is you setting a goal on your mind and you having the faith that you could manifest it, but you having fear is you having that same thought and say, and then fear coming along and say, "Oh no, I ain't worthy of accomplishing that." That thought on the back burner. I'm finna get that thought to another man and allow him to manifest that thought.
Hey, I agree 100%. Let me say this because I actually did a build a while back on faith. I want to say peace to the brother AK, man. He's in the building with us, man. Watching. I appreciate you, brother, for tuning in. Shout out Separate Sounds, man. Shout out AK again, like I said. Um, but I did want to attest to that, and like I mentioned, I did a build on faith because, as I mentioned to you guys, I'm huge with etymology, the meaning of words, and the beginning of faith, which is FA, comes from um, the ancient word meaning um, fides, or the root word fa just means, of course, faith, like we mentioned. So faith equals fides, which is basically confidence. So if you move with intention, move with confidence, again, you're just gonna attract a positive energy. We wanna become beacons of light, family. We want to move with our aura out wide so that we can attract the energetic signatures that we want back into our lives. So that's whether that be an opportunity, like my brother True said, whether that be a person, like my brother Green Mind said, whether that be a environment, and like my brother Vale said, whether that be your mindset. You just want to think on a higher level. So that's what higher consciousness pertains to me. Is just kind of thinking of as a, like my brother earlier said, anomaly. You're thinking just different. You're looking at life from different perspectives, always trying to find meaning in situations. Stop looking at failure as a failure and look at failure as an opportunity. Stop looking at opportunities just when they come from with a paycheck. Look at an opportunity as something to just better you. You know what I mean? So that would in turn just help you raise your vibration and become just the best you, family. That's all we're here on earth to do, is just become the best you. You know what I mean? So I want to read this comment from my sister, my soul sister. Shout out Julia. Thank you for tuning in, Julie. Sorry. She said, wisdom is also learning from your own mistakes. Sometimes we must subconsciously, purposefully make mistakes in order to have the visceral experience of learning. And then, like my brother True said, wisdom is born of direct experience, which I 100% agree with. And that's why try new things. Try the spiritual way, natives. Try the spiritual way. I guarantee you would see the benefits of this spiritual journey, family. We want to raise up our serpent, our kundalini energy, and become our true light self. This is how our full aura would look, family. If we become who we strive to become, this is how our aura will look. This is how you would be looking on the ethereal level or the etheric level. You would look like this. This is your outer body. So you have three different cells or cells. You see, you have the cell membrane, which is your initial point, which is your atom. So stop. Listen, the Bible was a coded book, family. Your atom is you. Atom is you. That's the atom. That's the atom particle. That's the start of life. That's the spark of life. Then here's your body. Here's your temple. And then here's your outer body, or the God you, or the light body, your crystalline body. This is your aura. This is the energy you move around with, family. This is the energy you want to move around with. So you want to tap into that higher consciousness so that you spread your aura out so that you can attract the things that you desire in your life. All right? This is how you can just, again, start to become your Buddha, your Krishna, your Jesus, your Merkaba. Look at all these correlations in religions. This is why I agree with Kyrie when he said, I don't just walk down one path, one cultural lifestyle. All of these books have something in common. They're talking about raising your light body and becoming that beacon of light, becoming your true spiritual self, which is going into that darkness and touching God by knowing that you are God and knowing that every decision you make is connected to the inside of you and the outside of you, which is the outer realms, family. All right. So I do want to ask the next question. The next question I have for you guys is, let me remove that really quick. Let me read this comment from my brother AK as well. I'm the spark that makes your ideas bright. Hey, the same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right. You hear me? That's from the Boondocks if you guys don't know. And that's a great point, AK. This is what they're talking about between the light body and the dark. See, they're both the same entity, but they're on two different spectrums. And what you want to try to do is get it into that medium area, which is the heart. See, that's why we exist on earth, because we're smashed between two mediums. We're smashed between what you guys think is heaven and hell. Then you have the Sheol, which is the earth. Everything is smashed. Everything is a duality equaling out to the three or the tree. Okay? So my next question is, when the Bible speaks of to be in the world but not of the world, what does that mean to you? I want to start with the brother Green Minds. I think my brother True got off for a minute.
For me to be in the world but not of the world. For example, like I would say, the world will have you thinking that it's okay to feel hatred towards your brother, and it's okay to kill your brother or do any low activity. The world will have you thinking that is okay. And what I mean by that, like the type of music that we produce within our community, when it comes down to the drill rap and the rap culture right now, when a lot of people speak upon that being a lot of people, it was a when what's his name, Takeoff had that the news took off about or what did you call it? Yeah, when the news had came out that Takeoff had passed, they were speaking upon like how they believe that music is also plays a part into a lot of the things that we see when it comes down to that world. And a lot of people would argue that point, but I do believe that to a certain degree, music does play an impact on. No, I know for a fact music does because it caters to your vibration. It puts you on a certain vibration. So music uh dictates what type of vibration you're on at the moment. So you could listen to a song and you start having low vibrational thoughts, and you might think to yourself like, where did those thoughts come from? It's because you've been around some energy that influenced your mind to think on a certain level, that you start having thoughts that you can't control. Like, it's just a thought that came across your mind, you don't know where it came from. So when it says to be in the world but not of it, it's like you raising above the energy that the world places upon you, because it might not be beneficial to you. I don't ever drive down the street when I see a liquor store and McDonald's on every doggone corner. I never find that to be beneficial to me. So that's what it means to be in this world but not of it. I could drive down and see McDonald's on every corner. I could drive down and see a liquor store at every corner. I could go to the dispensary every day to go get high. I could do these things, but trying to be of this world. That's what it means for me.
I like that. I like that. Appreciate that, bro. That's deep. That's deep. Vales, you still here, Brody?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yep. You need me to repeat the question, or you got it? Go ahead and build on that, Brody. That's a deep question. I like how we answering this.
Yeah, repeat it one more time for me, bro.
Yes, sir. So the question is, when the Bible speaks of to be in the world but not of the world, what does that mean to you?
Okay. So basically, like being in the world, it's basically like as humans, like we're doing things of the world and not Christ-like. It's basically saying like, like you want to be like you want to evolve from the world. Like you want to be that person that's different. Like you want to be that person. People that like will talk about you just because you're not doing what they see other people doing. Like you your own person. Like you basically doing your own thing, and you can't just like let people dictate like how they want you to be. You have to dictate your own life. Like you can't let people control everything that you do because they feel like, oh, that's not right. But to you, it's right because it's you. Like you came into this world alone. Like you're gonna do what you want to do. Like you can't just go off what other people think or say about you. Like you have to, like it's a mind thing. Like to get to the higher conscious and everything. Like that plays a big role. Like going back on what we had talked about a little while ago. Like you can't just go off like low. Like that's basically going off of low energy. Like you have to have that high mind conscious to do what's right and do what you know that feels right to you.
Use that voice. Use that inner voice. What's that inner voice that we all hear? Like when we're silent, like right now, if we be silent, but we think and we hear that voice clear as shit. But like it's silent as hell in the room. Nobody's speaking, but that inner voice. That's the God, natives. That's the God in you. Who sung that song? There's a God in me. What, whoever sung that shit, you know what I'm saying? They knew the truth, you know
Mary,
what I mean?
Mary.
Because they get, yeah, Mary, man. Shout out Mary. Like, there's a God in me, and you need to affirm that. There's a God in me. Say that shit. Like, bro,
Facts.
look in the mirror, say that. There's a God in you. You know what I mean? And I believe that to be true in you guys. And because again, like my brother and them said, like to be in the world, you're going about everyday life as a human being like everyone else. You're eating the foods that everyone tells you to eat because that's just what we're told. You're believing in what everyone else believes because that's just what we're told. Um, You know, we participate, black folks participate in the most holidays every year because we're told. We spend the most money, we have the most spending power, but we're in last place because of what we're told. So that's being in the world. But you need to not be in the world. You just need to be of the world. No, you need to be in the world, but not of the world. That's the meaning of being of the world. You need to just be in this world, but be of yourself or of God, which is realizing that you are a God. You are whoever you want yourself to be. We have to stop putting limitations on our mindsets. We have to stop putting limitations on our desires because of this system. This is why we're losing, because we're not really doing what we want to do. We're not really sitting outside dancing, eating fruit, and all of that like black folks like we want to. We got to go to work. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to do all this different shit. See, there's a difference between human beings and human becomings. We're put here on earth to see, what can I become here? We're put here on earth to ask that question. What am I becoming? Are you becoming a monster? Are you becoming your lower self? Because again, remember, natives, you have an etheric body, you have a spiritual body. So the judgment is not going to come in your lifetime. The judgment comes to your soul. See, the judgment is of the soul. It's not of your physical body, bro. Because your soul travels through these dimensions. Your soul is what's going to be replenished here, not this physical body. So when you're living in lust, when you're living in fear, when you're living in anger, when you're living in rapacity, which is greed, you're going to be judged for that in the afterlife. Read up on Dante's Inferno if y'all haven't. It's a book called The Divine Comedy. Costs a bit much, but it's worth the read, man, because it will give you guys the description, the clear description on hell and how people get there, and then how their souls are harnessed and recycled here. See, these stars and these entertainers and things, they're the archangels of hell. Like they're the devil's angels. They've been here before. They want to stay on earth. Can you imagine having billions of dollars? You think you want to die at 60? Even Takeoff, you think bro wanted to die right then and there? Nah, bro, he been uploaded his mind and his soul into another body. So when he died, this character just died. That's just Takeoff dying. He's gonna have another rich body in another clone in another dimension. See, this is the technology that they're working on, or that they're using, that we've been innovated, that we've been created. Our ancients created soul traveling technology. They're using this shit they're using your energy to control you. So I got my brother AK on the panel, man. He just joined in. I definitely want to hear his sentiments on this topic. I'm gonna, of course, ask him the same questions. So we're gonna give him the respect on the panel and let him answer the questions in full as well. But did you guys have anything to say back to? Well, I could just ask it then. I could just ask it, but then I can ask after. AK, I want to ask. Go ahead and introduce yourself first, bro. My bad.
Yo, much peace, love, and life in the realm. AK Abdul Jabbar here, joining my brother's panel. Shout out to Vales, Green Minds, and of course, Creative Knowledge. I just, I appreciate the invite, joining to say a couple things and add my 2 cents. Everything everybody's been saying so far is on point with everything I believe. With myself, of course, everything's been hit right on the head so far. I did want to just add that I remember a while back, man, just in kind of the peak of the whole consciousness thing, and there was a lot of spirituality versus religion and the Bible versus spoken word and things. I did add a comment that there was a brother I seen him on Facebook Live. I haven't really tapped in since, but he went by the name of Black Crow. and he would say how he would give pieces of the Bible that explain how it gave us the steps to become God. So I added another comment that said, too, in that same sentiment, that spirituality does give man the freedom to create and be their own version of God as well. So, uh, look, anybody that's listening, a lot of it ties back into what the brother KK has on his channel, man. Just being the God of your own habits and how we are creatures deep inside. You did say, are you that creature or are you here to be like who you're here to be? So that's a battle as well. Is if you're here to be what you're destined to be, is it written in stone for you, or is there free will? Do you have that option to explore? And I think that's all we need to do within ourselves, especially as Black people, is to start exploring ourselves more. A lot, just to tap into mainstream shit for a quick second. A lot of our shit is based on relationship and household matters, raising children. Do you split bills? That's only conversation within us. So we have to define that for ourselves. It's all about definition, repetition, and practicing, experimentation. So I did a build also a while back when I started my podcast, just saying, and I had correlated a character that was representing wisdom, and he trained a lot of the best fighters because of his wisdom, and they were able to come out with a victory due to the wisdom and training, with the practice, the repetition, the experience. So the more we get out of ourselves, out of that comfort zone, the more we're willing to do and become wiser to pass it down to others. I'm not sure if the brother broke it out for the fans and the subscribers, but he's a soon-to-be father, and I'm excited to see this man be that guy, that experience giver, and to have more experience with someone coming into the world, which is one of the most important things for us to have. I'm gonna go ahead and lob it back to you, man. Thank you again for letting me get my sentiments off real quick.
Man, no problem, bro. That was definitely an expression of truth, bro. And I appreciate you for those sentiments. I still got one more question for you as well. I do want to read this comment from my sister, because I'm gonna definitely build on it. So she mentioned that the third physical body is not our point of origin. Metaphysically speaking, it is as if our soul cast a hologram into Earth's school in order to evolve. So you got to think about this deeply, family. So listen, your soul travels. So in my belief system, your soul, that's why they mention you're a winner when your sperm touched that egg. You were already born a god. You were already born a champion, because you chose to send your soul here at this time to manifest your desires, manifest your plan, manifest your creation here on this canvas, this blank canvas of Earth. Now, listen, we came down to an Earth that was already ruled, though. So guess what? Now that this is my belief again, now that I feel we've learned that, damn, Earth is being ruled by archons, at least my soul, I feel like I don't want to come to this Earth again. So I know I'm going to learn all I can to not reincarnate. I'm going to tap into my light body, and tap into my soul's journey, and actually guide it to another realm in the next life, because of knowing that I don't want my soul harvested and to stay here again on this Earth, on this low vibrational Earth. But
that's real spill. Motherfuckers are dim they light just to be accepted, like
here, yeah,
and to be seen as normal, or
yeah,
the general population, man. So what? It's all personal and individual, but what it just comes down to a simple question: is what are you doing to be different? And it doesn't always have to be anything extravagant. And it doesn't
right.
always have to be seen and noticed and popular, but
You feel me? But see, that's the thing. Hey, little one. See, that's the thing, though,
Oh
brother.
yeah.
Like you just said a key point, which is so important and so pertinent, because it's like, what are you doing to be different? And it can be something just as little as eating different. It can be something just as little as breathing different, using breath techniques to strengthen your light body or strengthen your body. There's different ways you can choose to elevate your consciousness and raise your vibration, family. It's not no set in stone concrete way. It's whatever works for you, but it has to be done with good intention and righteousness in mind. See, they don't ever tell you, like churches and things don't ever tell you what Jesus was really doing or what they said Jesus was really doing. He was really healing people. He wasn't just teaching niggas how to walk on water. He was actually walking on water and shit. Because he was his full life body. He wasn't just preaching like everybody doing. He was really doing that. So we got to understand, natives, that when we raise our vibrations, we can raise up the community, because our vibrations are a collective as well. See, this is how you originally look. Let me go to this. This is how you look to like if God was looking at us, this is how you look to God. Let me go to this. Let's see. This is how you look to when God's looking at you, or when your spiritual body can see you from your dream realm or whatever. This is how you look. You look like the tetrahedron. If you look at yourself from the top of the sky, this is how you look. You look just like
this spot on like a mother, because astral projection, you can never see what you have on, what you're wearing. Like I mean, as far as my experience, it's always just that grayish floating body.
You're 100% right. Do you notice, even in real life, do we ever see ourselves through our own eyes? We don't know how we truly look. We just know how we look to other people. Man. That's because you're not really this character. This ain't really you. But you make it you because you want to stay in the physical. You just here to learn. Well, again, this is all me. This is what I feel, and this is what I'm choosing to do to raise my vibration and be different from the world. I don't have the same goals as everybody else. My goal is to reach my light body and get up out of here. My goal ain't to, I mean, I will be fine with 100 million too. Don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean. So like my brother just said, when you astral project, when you lucid dream, you don't ever see you in the dream though. Or you, like he said, you don't ever see what you wearing and shit. You just be seeing other people that you know. Because guess what? You're just you're a first person shooter. It's like a first person shooter. This is a simulation reality, natives.
That's why they tell y'all this shit is Call of Duty. You're being called upon your duty, your purpose. Like, what the fuck are you here for? What are you here for? What are you doing? What's your duty? What's your job? Fuck the 9 to 5. Fuck the school and degrees and what you came here for. What is your duty?
This is how
a lot of motherfuckers. Hey, that's my shit right there. This image right here. This what got me tapped in, bro, for real.
This man said, what is your call of duty? No, that's deep. That's deep, though. That's deep. And then we got to understand that. So listen, when you're raising, let me go to this for you guys real quick. These will be the last points we make, natives. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. So when you're raising your Kundalini, I'm tweaking. You
look at the first few images right here. How this is assembled to, as somebody that's in the pharmacy field, the medicine field.
Exactly.
Look at how they're giving you the same chakras with the medicine signa. We are able to heal ourselves. There are natural resources here for us to heal ourselves. We don't need to be diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and ADHD because we have the factors in each of those chakras to control that and learn natural behaviors over time within ourselves. Look at how they put that shit out there for y'all. This is that this same Cigna is at every doctor's office, every pharmacy, all of this, y'all.
Yep. This is everywhere on your medicine. This is what they're trying to hide from you and make you pay for it, instead of you just preventing it and healing yourself by raising your vibration, by thinking positive, by doing righteous things, by always moving with good intent, natives. Do you see this chakra system? It starts from the base on up. And this is why they gave you the serpent in the garden, stating that Eve listened to the serpent and it was the fall of man, or it was the fall of man. No, it was really the serpent was trying to rise, but they ignored the serpent, because I never heard of an apple doing anything harmful to anyone. So what they tried to do is put a twist on a snake and the apple and the fruit to get you to, like black folks do. We believe in the Bible the most, but we don't eat the most fruit. That's crazy. And we believe in the Bible the most, but we don't mess with snakes. And we hate doing anything that has to do with the spiritual rising of this Kundalini energy. Your serpentine fire is dormant in your lower chakras. And you use breath work, you use exercise, you use yoga, Prana yoga to be specific, to raise those Kundalini snakes up the Sushumna or up the pranic tube. This is your middle body. You see this middle passage here? This is what the gods call the middle passage. You move up this line, you move up your spinal cord. This is why they said Jesus died at 33. Let me do this. Raising of Kundalini, Jesus, light. Jesus died at 33. That's why they give you the stairway to heaven, natives, because your spine has 33 steps. That's why in masonry, there's 33 degrees. They're trying to hide this from you because they don't want you to climb that stairway to heaven. I'm on the stairway to heaven, which is you just tapping into your DNA and raising your chakra system, cleansing your body, natives. Man, that's enough deepness, man. Let me ask my brother this last question, man, because we going deep, man. We going.
No, you really just snap, man. Then you're showing them like that this is really open for everybody to see, bro. You just have to fucking look. You have to look.
Yep. It's all in symbolism, bro. It's all in symbolism, bro. So I want to ask this to you, AK. When the Bible speaks of being in the world but not of the world, what does that mean to you?
I'm gonna break it down as simple as I can, for anybody that's listening, not even to get too crazy. Being in the world and not of the world, you're being true to yourself. You're again finding that call of your duty. You're doing everything that fulfills the soul. And some people may, let's say if I'm a drug addict and I find this drug to be putting me I'm in the world if I'm on DMT or acid or whatever, but is it harmful? Is it affecting anything for the future and anything like that? We are all in the world, or I'm sorry, we are all of the world right now because of the rat race, the 9 to 5, the check to check, or however anybody lives. I feel like even people that are above than what they used to live, rich people, rappers, athletes, entertainers, they are of the world because they're still providing a service or a product for the world, which is why they've gained that status. So I think us common folk have it a little bit better because we're in the world and we're able to have more experience with the trials and tribulations to be experts to what we're trying to do. A brother like you, I would say, is in the world. You break everything down. You have the etymology tip. You've shown them the pictures. You have the YouTube with the substance and content to kind of back up your theories of life, you know. So I would say that's what the difference is. In the world, you're just taking everything day by day. In the moment, you're still learning you. There's still that wisdom and work that needs to be done upon oneself. Being in the world is again creating your own God, or the God that how you perceive God to be is who you actually are. So being of the world again I would say it's just for the masses, and kind of not necessarily people person ish, but you know, you're able to provide for the world if you're of the world, you know. Motherfucker like Jeff Bezos got plenty of money to end world hunger. It's been proven his money's been broken down and all this shit. So he would be somebody of the world, I would say.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. Great breakdown, Brody. I like that. I like that, man. I definitely appreciate that answer, man. I appreciate everyone who's tuning in to us. Thank you, Julie, for participating in the bill. Let me actually get to some of your comments as well. We'll give our closing sentiments. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed the build. Julie mentioned consciousness is not the mind. Consciousness is the one that is aware of the mind. Like being right, like higher consciousness is a marriage of heart and mind. That's deep. That's deep. I agree with that. That's deep. Right. We was looking at it as the mind though, like learning more or becoming more aware of what you're learning and things of that nature. But it's actually a conjunction of that, but also being aware of what you're thinking, what you're doing in the spiritual as well. Mm. And in your heart, what you actually feel. You know what I mean? Um, it says we are each a unique expression of source energy. God, yes, that source or the soul. That's why you see that SOU. They both have the root word SOU, soul, source. Come from the same place, natives. We are consciousness made manifest. Yes. Yep. Yep. I appreciate that, Julie. For real. You dropping gems. You know I gotta get a bill with you very soon. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm back in mode now. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like
I'm
it,
back.
Julie. Much peace to you. I like these answers here, or the comments, I should say.
Yeah, definitely, bro. She's deep, man. She's deep, bro. And she got the experience to go with it. She's deep. So I definitely appreciate that. I appreciate you all for tuning in. AK man, keep that music going, bro. Keep dropping that hot shit, boy. I still be playing them that Connie son every time I get on here and shit.
Oh, you already know, man. Come on, you
Yeah,
got shit for the ages, dog.
yeah.
I ain't even worried
Yeah.
about that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I'll be having them run that Connie son every rip. So yeah, besides that though, man, I appreciate you all for tuning in. It's my brother AK, man. It's your brother Jalahi, Creative Knowledge TV. Subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm Jeremy Smith on Facebook. If you want to follow me over there, I do go live sometimes over there. Um, Instagram, Creative Knowledge, or Life of a Boss. Life of a Boss is like my music or personal page. Creative Knowledge is where if you want to go get some motivation, if you want, if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, look over there and I guarantee it'll make you smile or you'll get inspired or it'll just
Yes,
give you a
sir.
tip on how to, sit still for a minute and breathe and get up out that mental slump. Because that's what every slump is just a mental slump. We're not worried about no physical slumps because you're not your situation. All right, natives, you're not your situation. All right, for real, man. Let them know what you got coming up, though, Brody. We can go and get up out of here.
Oh man, yeah. You all can get at me on Instagram at Super Saiyan .ak. Plenty of content and music to come before the year is over. Peep my page for upcoming shows, and also blakapparel.storyenvy.com for anybody that's interested into the bringing large amounts of knowledge, clothing, graphic design, printing business. Definitely peep that as well. I won't give up my Facebook because it's more for like family shit. But you know, get at me, whatever. I'm also on Twitter at AK Abdul Jabbar, ABDULJABBAR. So I'm on there a lot more often now. And of course, you know, follow and subscribe, turn on notifications for my brother Creative Knowledge TV on YouTube, man. I see my brother back, and he come in with that heat, man. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me on here.
No problem, brother. We coming with straight heat, man. Keep up the good work, Brody. And you know, we gonna keep doing this shit, man. I appreciate you for hopping on here, Brody. Yes, sir. Much love, man. I'm finna drop this video, y'all. You all have a good night. Enjoy this Warrior Wednesday. You know, make sure you guys, you know, sleep well, meditate, breathe. You know, wake up for another day tomorrow of attacking life and spending some time with yourself. I know everyone.
Pray on it, man. Enjoy that moon, y'all. You know,
yeah,
we got it, man.
Yeah. This shit been lovely.
To get for the rest of the year, dog.
Oh, my life. You hear me? For sure, for sure. But yeah, much love, y'all. Much peace. We gone.
Yeah, static kid. Living a life of a black man. Yo, I be capping. New era, yo, ass capping. Diamonds in a language like goddamn. That's the devil in my door, I hear it knocking. Even before I had locked shit, I was locked in. Stacks of hundreds falling out my pocket. Like McGrady, I won't ever leave my rocket. Let's go get it, let's go get it. Tell the plug, we gon' pull up in a minute. Then we get it, then we got it. Then we back to doing them drugs like them niggas. Heavy outfit. Yeah, I'm hanging with the members, with them G's. We'll make you fall like September, like some leaves. I remember. I got, that's me. Hold on. I got real diamonds, y'all got glitter. Y'all got glitter. This ain't R&B, but I got triggers. I got triggers. I got niggas salute me like I'm Hitler. I'm for real in this villa. We'll kill one of your niggas. We'll kill some of your niggas. I'll send some of my niggas.